Hey folks, and welcome to my thoughts on a comic. And today's comic is Justice Machine, The DREADNOUGHT Affair, Part 4 of 4 by Comico the Comic Company. Now there is violence in this one, so if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, let's start with botching some names. Moment. Okay. So, this was created and illustrated by Mike Gustovich. Oh, it was also in the last comic I read. This was written by Bill Willingham. Colored by Tom Vincent. Like Vincent Van Gogh. Lettered by Bob Pinaha. Probably botched that one. And edited by Diana Schutz. I don't know how to pronounce that one. It'll be down below in the description as always. Alright, and now this is the name of this thing, but I forgot how you pronounce that. I think it's the DREADNOUGHT, I don't know. Well, it'll be written, you'll figure it out. Alright, let me just put that. Right, so it's been quite a while since I read a Justice Machine comic. I think I read one months ago, but it was possibly a different series. Where they were split, and I don't remember. I remember they were there. And it was a Justice Machine comic. I don't think I have it anymore. And then I have the one that I read last year when I just started reading comics. I have a feeling those two might be connected, but I'm not certain. Alright, so this is the last part of this mini-series. So for I to understand these aliens that look like cow Quasimodos, well, or a hybrid of a cow, a camel, and Quasimodo, and they're also demons, with this other robot gentleman called Dark Force. They want to take over Georgewell. That is where the Justice Machine come from. It's a different planet. And now they've made they build a portal to get all their armies, and they're taking over. And Georgewell is not prepared for this. And there's also another team of superheroes from Earth who are actually like the fourth elements: fire, water, air, and earth. So they're fighting. So yeah, that looks like that's what might have been happening during the story. Alright, so let's get in there. So this is Dark Force, and this is the leader, and this is an elf-looking dude who can predict probability. He can see probabilities, and he's helping them. So you see they're taking over Georgewell. Things are not looking good. I mean, doesn't he look like a cow, Quasimodo? Well, actually, he's a bull. I think that's a dude. So there, lots of them are down. Things are not looking good. But the Challenger and the chick from the human team, they both managed to overcome all the Quasimodo cow demons that are upon them. And they manage to escape thanks to, now that they tell them if they don't surrender, they'll shoot Talisman. But Challenger says go ahead. Now he does that because Talisman has the best luck. So nothing bad is going to happen to him. And when they try to shoot him, there's a power outage. And they manage to escape. Talisman's not happy. Thanks for risking my life like that, boss. Yeah, Challenger does seem to be a bit of a dick. Right, so they all run away. And what surprises me is they leave Titan, this guy, the big one. Like, they leave him behind. I don't get it. They don't address it even. I mean, I get it. He's quite big. He'd probably be heavy to carry, and it'd be dangerous. Well, not dangerous, but they would be stalled if they tried to save him. But they don't even try to, like, nudge him and dude, listen, we'll be back for you. Hang in there. They just leave. Like, they don't think this motherfucker's gonna try to kill him, maybe? All these fake Betsy, move a bit here, please. I guess not. I mean, it's never addressed. So this is the portal. This is the elf dude. He's mad at him. Dark Force is mad at him for not predicting what happened with the outage. But he can't do that with Talisman because he has so many probabilities. So anyway, they run off to, bandage themselves and somewhat regroup. And add, well, I want to read Johnny Quest. To regroup, this is the rock guy. He can turn into a giant rock monster. She can do fire, he does air, and green chick, I haven't seen her, but she does water. Kind of thought she was She-Hulk at first. So anyway, they regroup, and a fire chick tells them, you need to trust us more, because in the last plan, you paired us up with members of your team because you didn't trust us. But this time, we can create a distraction while you try to destroy the portal before more demon Quasimodo cows arrive. So he agrees, the challenger agrees that's the best plan, and thus the distraction starting. You can see that she burns all them. Her face looks funky in a lot of places in this comic, I gotta say. And her hair, especially her hair. But the style, the art is okay, I'm used to it, it's nice. Now, in some places it's a bit funky. Look, that's the water chick. I mean, that's obviously not what they're called, but that's what I immediately thought when I learned what their powers are. Look at this dude. He's big. Right, so they burst in. For some reason, Blazer falls. Which I don't understand how, because she flies through them here, but there's no panel showing if she was hurt or anything. You just see her on the ground, which I don't get. Did she knock her head on one of these idiots? This is strange. Well, anyway, Challenger says, no, we must keep going. We have to defeat, get to the portal. Dark Force slaps Elfman again. And leader of the Quasimodo cow demons is very upset with him. Because they're a warrior race, and they racer species. But anyway, they value honor. They're like, honor your elders. So the fact that Dark Force is, slapping him around is not sitting well with our cow Quasimodo leader. Anyway, they managed to get in. I forgot his name, but anyway, he needs to go and blow up the gateway. He has this device to do that. So he runs ahead. Yeah, he's almost there, but then Dark Force grabs his hand and the little device is broken. But then he gets mad at our elf mate here and blasts him again, and that's when Quasimodo Cow Demon Leader has enough and starts attacking Dark Force. Our dude here is like blasted. And then he seems to have remembered about Titan. Because, they just left him there. Fuck knows, he's like, Titan, baby, come on, you need to wake up. We need you to use the Titan can grow in size and I'll punch things. So he needs him to do that. Titan wakes up, yeah, okay. Again, no, dudes, you left me. Interesting. Anyway, he manages to, he destroys the gateway. So at least there won't be any more demons. And our, guys from Earth and Blazer come in, and we see that the Quasimodo cow demons are ripping Dark Force. And then, we find out it's a little girl, and that's her dad. And that's her dad there. He's like, please don't hurt her. And she's like, her? She's 8 years old. Which looks like she got mommy's looks because she doesn't even have his pointy ears. So anyway, apparently this little girl, her name is Tana Moss. Tana? Yeah, no, Tana. Anyway, she was apparently a project of the Justice Machine. She was engineered to be a genius child so she could, lead the Justice Machine one day. But 2 years ago, she died in a plane crash. Well, apparently our little genius has, she orchestrated the entire plane crash so she and her father can disappear. Because she came to the conclusion that in order to, assure George Well's safety, she needs to rule it herself. And Daddy's like, I couldn't refuse her anything. Yeah, poor dude. He tried. I mean, what is he going to do against a genius? And she did tell him to continue pursuing the dark arts. And the dark, forbidden arts and stuff. He tried. Well, anyway, the Challenger asks the Quasimodo cow demons why they changed sides, and again, they explain, the whole disrespecting thing. And they say, how did she think that we wouldn't, they understood the relationship between her and him. They didn't buy the whole Dark Force thing, the costume and everything, as she built the costume. So they Challenger says, he tells them, all right, you guys need to surrender, and we'll try to help you get back to where you came from. And that part ends. The little girl and her dad are going to be on trial. And now there's the problem of our little human team, which apparently one of the leaders of George Well, what was his name? Something with a Z. Zaron, maybe? What was it? I think it was Zaron something. Well, anyway, Fire Girl explains to him, back on Earth we have free speech and democracy and all that, because in George Well they don't. I remember from the first issue, the government controls everything with, holy shit, George Well. Oh, nice. That's why they probably chose that, didn't they? Like George Well, George Orwell, 1984? Maybe? Yeah, so they're basically, they have an execution on their hands. They need to, if the Zaron gets his hands on them, he'll execute them. Now that, the whole hoopla with the invasion has ended. So she asked him, can you help us with that? And he says, yeah. So they have another gateway that belongs to Justice Machine. They can send them back, but the thing is they don't have Earth's coordinates. So they're going to get Talisman to do it. To plug in the coordinates because of his luck. Here, Zeran. That's his name. Let me, right here in the blue panel. You can see it there. So they do that, and they send them back. They all say goodbye. I wonder why she's green. So the coordinates are correct, and they're back to Earth, where we find out that Jeff, apparently his name's Jeff, So they come back, they wonder if this is their Earth, and then this lady comes named Monica. She's mad at Jeff because apparently he dumped her in the lake and then flew off. I'm gonna take it they were in the middle of a date or something like that. And she slaps him with high intensity. I wonder, is she a superhero too? Well, I think so, since she recognizes him in costume. So anyway, he says, yeah, we're certainly back on our Earth. Interested, she warns him. Well, that's it. They're back on their Earth, and all ends that ends well. Then, yeah, that's it. And his rock friend laughs at him. And the end. That's creepy. Oh, look at this. I forgot this has a wraparound cover, right? Yeah, I think that's what they're called. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It does kind of look like Loki, like that. All the demons. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so there's Justice Machine for you. I like it. They're fun to read about. And I am interested how their Georgewell world really works. Man, I need to find that first issue just to see if it belongs to this one. Because then I have the beginning and the end. But yeah, this was pretty good. I enjoyed the story. It was interesting seeing them all work together. Yeah, the art is the same as it was in the last one. Sorry, the one I read last year. It's okay. Funky in some places, but okay. I like the cover, the colors on it. Looks good with their red contrast. And yeah, so that is it, folks. Let me know if you read Justice Machine. Have you ever heard of Justice Machine? Or anything like that. And until next time, bye.